Hello everyone, welcome back once again to CareerQ, a place to curate your career. So this video that I'm going to share with you today, it is actually an inspired video because I have had a lot of connects with you guys who all book my sessions. So whenever I talk to you, majority of you ask this question to me that is my technology in demand right now? So you as audience, you do not know whether the thing that you are working on or whether the thing that your organization is currently making you work upon, is that thing even a market requirement? Is there a trend of this thing, or it is just something that the organization is using and they have just put you on that tool or technology stack? So in today's video, I will be telling you about different methods by which you can come to know whether the technology stack that you're working on is in demand or not. Okay, so yeah, a lot of informative content is coming up for you, and it is actually very important because in the end we need to know that whether what we are doing and what we are putting our heads and hands into, whether that has a scope or not. What are the different ways in which we can actually come to know about this thing? Who will answer this question? So after watching this video, or by the end of the video, you will be in a particular position to know how to find out whether the technology stack that you are currently working on, or you are thinking about switching to, they are in scope, or they are actually being considered, they do have a future or not. But before starting the video, if you're new to the channel and have not yet subscribed, then do subscribe. We are very close to reaching 10K, so please help me reach that number. And yeah, with that being said, let's get started with the video. So the first and foremost thing is do your market research. Research on the job postings, okay? Just go and look for whatever technology stack you're working on, whatever is the actual thing you're working on, okay? Say for example, if you're someone who is working in Java technology, okay? We all, now if you just go and write Java, there will be a lot of things that will come up, a lot of job postings. We all know that. However, you might not be doing the entire thing. So just go and read those job postings. See how many of them have a similar demand pattern, or are asking for a similar demand pattern that you are working with. Okay, if you find that a lot of job postings are having what you are currently doing, then this thing is actually in demand and it is not going anywhere. So yes, you can definitely be stress free because your technology stack is in demand. However, there is one more thing that you need to consider and you need not forget about it. What is it? That you also need to know for how much time has this technology stack been in the market. Okay, say for example, if we talk about the same tool, the same technology, Java. If you see, it has been in the market for 10, 12 years now, even more. So there are a lot of people just like you who are Java developers. You are not bringing anything new to the table. So there is a lot of mass, which automatically reduces the demand for it because there is a lot of supply as usual. So you need to check the job postings to do your market research, whether the jobs are there or not. However, you also need to know for how much time has that tool or how much time has that technology been in demand in the past. If it has been for a long time, then chances are that eventually coming up some years, this technology will not attract this much demand because there will be ample of supplies. Okay, so these are two things. You need to go to the job postings and see for the demand. You need to then check for the supply, how many people are actually doing or how many people are actually in this technology. Following this market research, doing this market research, you will be knowing whether your technology is in demand or not. One way in which I come to know whether this thing that they are asking me to do, it has a scope or not. Okay, what I do, I directly go on YouTube or I directly go on Google and I just type it out. If I find that there are several resources, maybe on YouTube there are lots of tutorials, a lot of channels have talked about it, and there are a lot of materials available of a particular technology, then that technology is definitely in demand because that is why people are talking about it. And of course, if I go and read a lot of blog posts on Chrome, if I find a lot of people have written about it, there are online forums, there are discussions and everything is happening, then both of these trends show that it is highly in demand and this technology stack will remain in the market for some more time. Okay, so yeah, this is another way. This is one way that I particularly take and I particularly use because I find it very confirming. I find it very confirming. Third thing that also I do is the trend reports and the survey reports. There are a lot of sites who give these, job posting or these trend reports or these technology trends. All of these things are often carried out, and there are a lot of sites who do give us these results. So, going to these sites, and maybe you can subscribe to them or you can get enrolled, and you can read about these trends, what is being followed, the industrial trends, the industrial surveys that are happening, what is most in demand. You can go and you can read those, and you can get an insight of what is in demand and what's not. One more thing is that for your technology stack, if you go on Google and you just check the salary insights, you can go on to Glassdoor, you can go on to Ambition Box. Particularly, these are the two sites that I check. There are multiple other sites. You can go to any of them and you can check how much is that technology stack, the people in that technology stack, they are earning. What does the salary insight look like? If the salary is high, then definitely there is a good demand. But if the salary is not, as per what you have heard for other technologies or maybe for other tools, if it doesn't match that, then probably you are on the wrong technology. Not wrong, but maybe you are on the in such a technology which is not so much in demand, or which is about to get outdated in a few years. Okay, now this is something that I have talked about in my previous videos, and I'm talking about it again over here today. There are certain meetups that happen within organizations, and generally these are the big organizations. Maybe Google creates a meetup. I also went to a meetup that was organized by Cisco. So, these kind of big organizations, they generally keep meetups, and people, delegates from different organizations across the city come over and they talk on a certain topic, that is whatever is the topic of discussion for that particular day. So I'm not saying you need to go. You can go. I do go in a lot of them. But what I want you to check is that what is the topic of discussion for these meetups. Generally, when these big organizations, when they keep a meetup and they invite other delegates from other associations, other organizations, they talk about the latest trend, the latest technologies that is being talked about, that is being worked upon. So, knowing what these meetups are or what are the topics of discussion of these meetups are, they can give you a lot of insight of what is currently happening in the market and what is currently the most in demand in the market. Last but not the least is to look in the startups. Startups are one places who are, day to day they are coming up and they are using the latest of the latest technologies. We all know that every startup that is beginning, they come and claim that we are using this technology which is the latest. We all know that. So, if you keep a trend on, or if you keep an eye on what startups are being or coming into the market and what are the technology stack or the tool that they are utilizing for creating that product or whatever they are bringing up, that can actually give you a lot of insight whether it is definitely something that is in demand. But even if you are not working in that, then you come to know that, okay, this thing is working or this thing is currently in demand. Now, once you have done all this research and now you know what is in demand, what is not, and say for example you are somebody, unfortunately, that who is not working in one of those, then what can you do? You can definitely try to upskill yourself by going, not giving a lot of money, definitely not, never advised, especially from me, never advised. You can go and you can decide what is you can first make a market research on whatever tool or technology that you're working, which is the nearest tool or technology that is in demand. If you find that there is something which is nearly correlated or similar in that, or maybe just one or two steps above whatever you're working with, then you can easily, it can be a smooth transition. But things cannot be this easy for some of you. It can be a case wherein you are working on something which has no scope, no nothing, and then you came to know that, okay, this particular thing is something that has scope, but now you don't know how to jump from this to this. That can happen. And in that case, I would ask you to take help from certain tutorials. You can learn about this. You can start from the very basic. You can learn about this tool or technology that you are aiming for, and you can go in to take a certification. I am reiterating this because post-COVID, certifications are very important, because if you are there and you show that I have this certification, it creates a lot of impact. That is why I have stressed upon certifications so much in my latest videos as well. So yeah, you can learn about this tool or technology, and you can take a certification, and you can try to appear in job interviews. Maybe one or two you might not be able to crack. No need to worry, as you already know that this is a technology that is in demand. So there'll be job vacancies. So maybe one or two, if you're not able to crack, at least you'll get a hold of the type of questions that are being asked. And then from the third, fourth interview, you can try to hit on the right spot and you can get a job on that tool or technology. So yeah, that is how you can make your career transition. I'm not saying it will be smooth, but what I'm saying is maybe with 3 months or 6 months of practice, you will definitely be able to achieve that. That's all that I have for you in today's video. If there is anything else that you guys follow to know more about your technology stack, put them down in the comment section. Everyone will be helped by that. If you liked the video and found that the video was informative, then don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Make me reach 10K as soon as possible. And yeah, I'll come again tomorrow with another new video. Till then, stay tuned to CareerQ. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.